Well, here we are at it again, and today the plan is we're going to be putting in a new water pump. Let's see here. I also got a new heater core. Mine's plugged up. And luckily on these trucks, I believe replacing the heater core is not that difficult. Like some vehicles where you have to about totally disassemble the whole thing. But anyhow, that's what we're doing, or it's what I'm doing today. So I need to start taking all this crap off the front so I can access the water pump. It has a slow leak. Once it gets up to temperature, it just drips like once every 5 seconds or something. But it's the original water pump, 261,000 miles. I think in other videos I've said 267. I was wrong. It's got 261. So, hey. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start taking this apart, and I'll bring you back in here in a little while when I have something interesting to show you. Okay, so far I've taken off I drained the radiator out, and if you can't figure out how to do that, you probably shouldn't be doing this job. And just disconnected the air hoses. The belt came off. Radiator hoses are off. Fan shroud, I loosened it up. Can't get it off. At least if you can, I don't know how you do it without getting the fan off. To take the fan off is really pretty simple. If you can see down in there, these bolts right here, you don't take these off. Take these. The problem is this free spins, but mine, I broke them all loose just by grabbing onto this really tight and you know, and turning them. I don't know, if you got strong enough hands you can do it. If not, might have to wrap a belt or something around that. Somehow you got to keep that from spinning, and then you can break these. There's four of these bolts off. They're 7/16. And once you get those off, then the whole fan, the fan clutch, and the shroud and everything will come on out. And that is what I am going to do right now. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. I was expecting this to be where I'd have to break the nut loose, like on, you know, I know on some GM vehicles are that way. I have a Tahoe that you gotta break the big nut loose on the shaft, which can be a bear. If using air chisel, you can usually get them off pretty simple. But anyway, that came right off. Once I got those bolts out, fan just reach down and kind of grab onto it like that and just pull it this way, and it'll come right off. And I assume this just comes off. There we go. I think I will clean that all up and stuff. Otherwise, looks like it's in pretty good shape. None of this has ever been off of this truck before. Well, the shroud has, but other than that, 21 years and bolts didn't come off too bad. So now I need to loosen the bypass hose. Get my light situated. Need to loosen up the bypass hose, and this one goes, it follows up along here and goes back to the heater core. Take that off, and then hopefully the mounting bolts will come off of this thing. I also think I have to do something here with the air conditioner and that whole bracket there. That's going to be fun. Yeah. You can take that lower radiator hose off down there too, but so far this hasn't been too bad. there's not any play in the shaft. Well, it just doesn't feel quite. I think there's a little bit. If nothing else, it's pretty rusty. I don't really feel too bad though, but it is leaking somewhere. It may just be the gasket so old that it just needs to be replaced. I don't know. Anyway, I'm putting a new one on, so I'm gonna get back to work and I'll bring you back in. One other thing, just to make note, which I don't have this plugged yet, but I don't know, whenever I take hoses off anything, I always shove a rag in them. Just, last thing you want to do is drop a chunk of dirt or a nut or a bolt or something down a hole and into your engine. That would ruin your day. So that's what I always do, just plug them up, shove a towel, a clean towel in them, and you don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to get back to work on this sucker and I'll bring you back in and show you what I'm doing as I go along. Okay, so now I got hoses all off, disconnected, etc., etc. Now you have to take this whole big bracket off your power steering pump and the air conditioning, and I believe there's 3 bolts. One, you can see them. Let's see here. There's one that my socket's on. You can see the other one up there, and then there's another one right in there. You can see that right there. And those are, I don't know what size those are, 14 millimeter. Mine cracked loose pretty easy and coming out in a pretty good sized bolt, so I don't think you're going to have any trouble with those. But that's the next thing you're going to do, and then this whole thing, you can see it's loose right now, will move out of the way, and then you can start getting the water pump off. So I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, not sure where I left off yesterday, but ran into some problems taking this water pump off. Managed to break off 3 of the bolts. Got one, you can see them. Where's my hand at? Got one there, one up there, and there's one flush with the timing chain cover right there. So we're gonna have to take this pulley off, take the harmonic balancer off, and remove, there's some bolts down, I can't see my hand. Anyway, there's 4 bolts on the front of the oil pan that are going to have to come off. There's another bolt back in behind here, another one back behind the thermostat housing. And then hopefully I can get the timing chain cover off, which I'm not going to do today because I live out here in the middle of nowhere and the nearest parts store doesn't have the parts that I need. So this is going to have to mostly wait until next weekend. I may see if I can get that pulley and the harmonic balancer off. Other than that though, not a whole lot I can do. The power steering, I think this is original too. I don't ever remember changing it. Yeah, a little bit of play in the shaft, not a whole lot. I may just let that go for now. Get this bitch put back together, and then if I gotta put a new power steering pump on it, then I can do that after I get this put together. I guess that's okay. So that's where I am now. I got some broken off bolts, and I guess that's kind of a known thing to happen on these. It sucks. It makes a simple job turn into a major job. I think while I have the cover off, I'm going to go ahead and throw a new timing chain cover on, and so I need to get that and just get all this taken apart, which will probably be, like I said, next weekend. So I'm going to throw this video up and call it good for now, and then probably make a new one next weekend. So stay tuned for the exciting adventures. thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, comments, share it out. Thanks for watching. Well, just real quick here before I go, I went ahead and took the harmonic balancer off the pulley, and that balancer came right off without any problem whatsoever. So hey, at least something went good, right? There it is right down there. And now I think I'm gonna head up to the house, close up down here and head up to the house, and I got some parts I need to order. So that's that. And hopefully next weekend I can get under there and get that timing chain cover off and bolts out, and hopefully everything will go together. I doubt it, but we'll try, right? So we'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching.